but it's restored to working order.
The mill's just up there, I'm down here next to the river, and this is my sausage sandwich. The first thing we're going to do is make a bread dough. I've made this one ready, but I'll just talk you through it. It's 500 grams of strong white flour, 1 sachet of dried yeast, 1 teaspoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, and then enough water just to bring it together to a soft dough. Leave it for 30 minutes, and then this is what you'll get, and it's perfect for rolling out. I want about a golf ball size of this. That should be enough, and then a good handful of flour onto your worktop. That'll stop it sticking. So we want a circular round flatbread. Just take your time on this, get it nice and thin. You can see, look, all my hands are just coming up through there. You can kind of almost see that see-through. So that's ready to cook. So I've got the barbecue here, nice and hot, and it's just a flat grill there. If you were doing this at home, you could just as easily do it on a frying pan. And the best way to be able to transfer this onto the grill, fold it in half, and then lift it up, and then just lay it on the grill, and then just unfold it again. And it's just gonna really gently cook. And the key to this is keep moving it. So careful, don't burn your fingers, but just keep lifting it up. Then you know it's not gonna stick. And what you can see is these tiny little bubbles here. That means it's cooking, that's a really good sign. So that's ready to flip over. Look, it's completely movable on the grill. So just flip it over there, and that's just gonna take a couple more minutes on that side. While that's doing, we'll get the sausages ready. So I've got this Cumberland sausage. This was a ring, a traditional Cumberland sausage ring, but I've cut it into smaller pieces so it's a bit more manageable. And what I'm going to do is just lay them on the chopping board here, and then I'm going to season them just with a little bit of salt and pepper. Not too much, because they are quite heavily seasoned, Cumberland sausages, but just a little bit, just to bring out the flavours. That's puffed up again that side, so that's ready. So what I'm going to do, pop that onto a plate while we cook the sausages. Just leave that there. I'll just move that grill off, pop the pan on there, and that'll just warm up, but don't put any oil in. Just pop the sausages into the pan. And while those sausages are cooking, I'm going to chop up the onions really finely so we can add those in as well and let them all cook together, get all the juices going. So red onion, just cut through and then just chop it all up really thinly. I think 1 should be enough for this. And then to go with that, I'm going to add in some rosemary just to give that real sort of fresh, herby flavour. So strip plenty of that off and then just roll that into a little ball, really, really tight. And then just run your knife through the herbs so they're nice and finely chopped. Put that all together, and then we're going to pop that in with the sausages. So just find a little space in the middle, and then just put in the red onions, sprinkle all the rosemary all over there, get it all in the pan. Just add in some salt, just on the onions though. And what that'll do is it'll draw all the moisture out of the onions and it'll make them really sweet and sticky. These sausages are about done now, so I'm just going to lift these out, pop them onto a plate. The onions just need one last ingredient to make them taste absolutely amazing. It's balsamic vinegar. I just want to add a little touch to the onions, and they'll just counteract the richness of the sausage and the oiliness, and they'll just give that nice sort of sweet sharpness to it. So while they're just cooking, let's put the sandwich together. Piece of foil, and just lay the bread in the middle of the foil there. With the sausages, 2 will be enough, and then just lay those in the middle. They're pretty big sausages, these ones, so pop those on there. These have gone really nice and sweet and sticky now. We'll just add those onto the top of the sandwich. Just spoon those all over the sausages. Put as many in as you like. And then the key to rolling this up is take the piece of bread that's nearest you, roll it over, and then pull it back. Just tuck it under the sausage, and then roll it away from you again. And then pull it into the middle of the foil, and then do exactly the same with the foil again. So pull it towards you, roll it over, tuck it under, and then just roll it all up. And then with the ends, just screw them into like a little Christmas cracker kind of thing. Once you've got your hot sandwich there, we want to keep it hot. So thermos flask full of boiling water, pour the water out. We don't need that. And then just get the sausage, tuck that end on, and then just pop it into the flask and just keep turning it, and eventually it'll go in. And this little bit here, keep that because that'll help you pop it out later on. Once that's in there, pop the lid on. And then on with the second lid. And that's ready just to pop in the rucksack, and it's going to be a really nice, warm, sweet, rich sandwich. Channel4.com/4food is the place to visit if you fancy trying your hand at this or any of the other recipes featured in